Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I was watching a video the other day and found that they were doing a collab with another creator, and I loved it because obviously I wanted to do something with my Rolodex cards because I was like, oh, there's another good one at a good price. Obviously pretty old too. Look how yellow that is. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you the different Rolodex things that I have. I've got this one without a lid, and I like it because I can put things taller, but I can't, you have to be careful going too wide with them. But and then I found one like it, except it's got the lid, so somehow the inside got dusty too. I don't know. Anyway, I I specialize in dust, I guess. I don't know. I hate to think what y'all think, because I tell you, I'm not a yard person. Oh, yeah, I collect dust. No, anyway, I don't collect dust. But old things come with dust. So, anyway. And then I had this one, which is kind of one that you just kind of roll around. So, those are pretty fun. Now, I decided to start with this one. And I did go ahead. Oh, let me tell you about the collab. It's called hashtag Dex It Up. And it's with Scrappy Lolly Paper Co. and Aaliyah De Pina. Go watch their channels, and they have also been doing the same thing with the Rolodex cards. So anyway, it's pretty cool. Now, I will tell you that some people will do the video by the seat of their pants and just grab everything, put it out, and come up with this great creation. That doesn't work for me too well. I have to think it through some. So I did practice one card just to see what happens and how it looked. And I feel like it turned out pretty good. Now, one of the things that I thought was pretty cool is everybody likes their sanding blocks, but sometimes you gotta get in down here in these little areas, or you can't find your sanding block. And anyway, so then that'll help get the extra paper off. And this is just a picture I found in a book. I did not have anything. I thought it was funny to say focus with the squirrels. And, but I couldn't find anything. So I just very carefully wrote it on there. And I'll do that sometimes where I'll just kind of give it a nice scribbled handwriting on some paper so I have some words written down. Anyway, so I just wanted to show that one to you. And I will show you about the paper later that I used on it in the background. It is fun to make and do. So I'm going to start this one out. And I'm going to go ahead and put a background of music paper on it. This book is so old and so, yeah, very fragile. So I have to be very careful with it. Now I found that I've tried some different glue sticks. Yeah, they don't work too good for me for some reason. But art glitter glue never fails me. I do also have the Fabri-Tac, and that is a great one too, especially if you're going to have to move things around and you don't want it to dry too fast, because this dries fast. So, but I just love keeping some of this around. So I'm just going to put that down. And then, now I can come back here and just kind of tear some of it off because it's so fragile. And then, anyway, so that's not too hard, that part. But you can see I can't get it all. And so I can just come in here with my little thing from the Dollar Tree. It actually comes with a pack of 3 of these. So, you know, if you don't use it for this, you can always file your fingernails. I know there's a little white spot there. I don't care. This is scrappy. I like scrappy. So sometimes the white shows through. And then when I get into these little areas here, it just makes it a little easier to go in like that. And then you can just kind of tear it, especially with the fragile paper. The other paper was a little tougher to do, but yeah, we still got to do a little bit more here. There we go. That should look better. Let's see. Okay. So there we go. Again, white spots. It's okay. I just like to make sure nothing's doing that. So let's go in and fix those little places, the corners or wherever that didn't stick for some reason. All right. I tell you what's fun is I was at a garage sale or estate sale the other day, and this guy wanted to get rid of it all. And I had just bought a bunch of stuff, not even a bunch, I spent like $3. Anyway, and then I saw this there and thought, oh, okay, how much is it? And he goes, just take it. I just want it all gone. And it is great. It just cleans everything up nicely. So, yeah, highly recommend that. Okay, so I've decided that height doesn't matter. I'm only 4'11", so height shouldn't matter. Anyway, I went ahead and fussy cut this off of a book page. And then I put some heavy cardstock on the back. So that if it's sticking up like this out of it, it's not going to get hurt at all. So I'm going to put that probably about right here. And then I'm going to take my little saying that I found in the same book. And where is my, there, right in front of me. I'm going to put some little, I think this just kind of finishes things when you round the corners. And when it's smaller, I use the smaller, especially if I've got words that it kind of butts up too much. So I've got that. And then I love to have a background. So you got to put a little black background. It was funny, I was at Walmart one day and they had these really pretty journal books and they were blue, and I'm thinking it's got to be here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Anyway, and being like I am, you know, I have FOMO really bad, and I was afraid that if I didn't get it, you know, then, or get all of them, they only had 3, but still, I don't need 3 books. Anyway, it was this little notebook. It was $3. And look at this. It's got like the little dotted paper and it's blue. I used it for the background on some ephemera that I was making last night. So let's go ahead and take this and find my blade. And I know I've got one. Okay, so let me cut this down. And I kind of don't think I'm weird, but I feel like I got to come from this side of it, only so that I can see my distance better. Yeah, that blade needs to be changed. Save that. That could be something. You might need a small one at one point. I have decided that I cannot keep it all my scraps. It's crazy. And I have actually been sorting through to get rid of a bunch of scraps, because you can't not and have a normal looking house. You cannot keep it all. Okay, then I also like to round the corners on this. I should have probably done something around the edges of this just to give it a little finished look, but I didn't. Let's see. Let's try it one more time here. There we go. Got it. All right. So if you want to have a bunch of these in different colors, all I did, my husband and I, we went and bought a dowel rod. He cut it into these sizes, and then I just put a piece of felt on it, and that is where I got these. I should name my channel The Cheap Crafter, because I do try to do things as cheap as possible. And I remember when I first started junk journaling thinking, I just wish I could have those Tim Holtz stamp pads. Well, boy, did I get lucky one day. I was at an estate, that one was a garage sale. Anyway, and they had a huge amount of these stamp pads that were the Tim Holtz. And anyway, I paid 25 cents a piece for them. And some of them still had the plastic on them. I do hate that I kind of went a little wonky there, but that's okay. We could put the house there and nobody will ever know. Well, you will know, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to glue this on. Again, I had to plan it ahead of time. I try to fly by the seat of my pants, but sometimes it just isn't a good idea. All right, so we're going to put that right there. Press it down really good. Okay, yeah, that's good. See, it's pretty firm. And then this is just a little saying about a house. It's like, through wisdom, a house is built. And by understanding, it is established. And by knowledge, the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Proverbs 23:33 and 4. All right. Sorry, not seeing too well. So we're going to just add that, because I feel like I've always got to have words. And I need to come up with a list of words that I like, or little phrases and stuff. And so I'm going to put that there. I don't mind that things overlap. And then I thought, oh, it needs one more thing, because, you know, that 3 thing. I don't know. I feel like I need it. So this is a funny story. I've been working on cleaning my craft room out and trying to get rid of stuff, because we're trying to downsize our lives and move into our RV. That'll be a fun video. Anyway, so I had just recently gotten the Journal Say order that had some stickers in it. Well, as I'm cleaning, I found some more stickers. And then I realized I had more stickers. All right, so we've got a lot of choices here. And I wanted something kind of small. I know there's, okay, I think this is the one. Yeah. Yeah, just, watch out, you might overshop. Anyway, I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and I know me, it had to be at least 40% off for me to buy it. Again, I'm the cheap crafter. And then let's see the colors we got here. So I think I'm going to do this. And I want to put the red bird, because they're just so abundant right now at my house. So I just think it's kind of cool. All right, come on. Oh, look at the hummingbird. See, this is why I have trouble deciding on things. But no, I had set a bunch of bird food out for the freeze so that the birds would have some food, and they have been devouring it. If I could get out and go to the store now, I would. So we're going to put that right there, just because I like birds and butterflies. And there you have it. Now I'm going to go ahead and write February 2026 on the back of this one, just like I did over here on the back of the other one, where I put January 2026. So anyway, that's it. That is my Dex It Up card. I am new to all this stuff. I know I tried to start my channel several months ago, but anyway, any advice anybody wants to give me on maybe angles, or, you know, if there's background noise or you have trouble hearing me, I don't mind hearing that. Just be kind. You know, I have feelings. But, you know, anyway, I try not to have feelings, but I do. So, y'all take care and join this this group, or this, it's not a challenge, the Dex It Up. Anyway, you ought to join it and try to do this, because this is pretty fun, because this is something now that I can think, oh, I could make something on a bigger scale and put it in one of my journals that I'm working on, which I'm still going to do the other journal. And I warned my friend that I'm making it for, so that she won't go watch it and see what I'm making her, because she wanted it to be a surprise. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a great day. Have a great week, month, year, and have a wonderful life. Thanks. Bye.